What the Business YouTube, episode 70. My name's Jay Florida, and today's career of discussion is a stunt double. So, what is a stunt double? A stunt double is a highly trained professional performer who replaces a primary actor during dangerous, physically demanding, or highly specialized scenes in movies and television shows. Now, to give you a piece of history, stunt doubles have existed for over 120 years, emerging in the earliest days of cinema. Filmmakers realized early on that performing dangerous scenes such as high falls and horse crashes required dedicated professionals to keep lead actors safe. The first official use of a stunt double, often cited, is Frank Hanaway in the 1903 film The Great Train Robbery. A few basic requirements to becoming a stunt double include mastering core disciplines such as gymnastics, tumbling, martial arts, and parkour. Utilizing local cheer, parkour, and gymnastic gyms to refine your craft and network with other stunt performers. Create highlights showcasing your best choreography, professional headshots and body shots with natural lighting, and joining unions such as the Screen Actors Guild, American Federation of Television and Radio Artists. Now, becoming an established stunt double can take you anywhere from 2 to 5 years and cost you anywhere from $5,000 to $15,000 when considering foundational training, safety gear, and union fees. As far as your range, as an entry-level stunt double, you can expect to make $1,000 to $1,500 per booking, or $35,000 to $45,000 per year, with a few things affecting how much you take home being high-risk stunts, production size, residuals, overtime, and union status. A day in life as a stunt double can be described as constant training, self-promotion, long set hours, coordinating stunts, and of course, physically demanding. As far as opportunity, while anyone can build up a physical prowess to become a stunt double, the real challenge is in finding a person to double for. For example, there would be some noticeable screen differences if I were to stunt double for Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. So for that reason, the stunt double scores yellow for opportunity. Now, a few examples to take note of in this field include Logan Holiday, who set a world record for most cannon rolls in a vehicle while performing stunts in the action film The Fall Guy. Next, we have Yakima Canutt, a rodeo champion turned legendary stuntman who doubled for John Wayne in classic westerns, pioneering many of the classic cinematic stunt techniques still used today. And last but not least, we have Heidi Moneymaker, a celebrated gymnast turned stunt woman who served as the go-to double for Scarlett Johansson across numerous Marvel Cinematic Universe films, including Black Widow. Moving on to our fact moment segment of this episode, starting off with fact number 1. From the world of John Wick, Ballerina holds the record for the highest number of physical fire stunts in a single movie. The production performed 187 full or partial ignitions of stunt performers over an 8-day period, utilizing a specialized flamethrower device dubbed the Dragon. Fact number 2. The highest free fall performed on film for a movie is an astonishing 700 feet, achieved in 1979 by legendary stuntman Dar Robinson while doubling for actor Christopher Plummer in the film High Point. And fact number 3. During the filming of Deadpool 2, stuntwoman Joy Harris tragically passed away after she lost control of her motorcycle and crashed into a building during an unsafety checked take. And if you guys want to see more of this content and better, make sure to comment, like, subscribe, send a hype, the whole business. Now, for our last segment, before we move on to the circle of influence, we have health risks and mitigation, starting off with musculoskeletal disorders and traumatic injuries as a result of high impact, whiplash, and repetitive tumbling and falling. Degree burns and aquatic hazards such as drowning as a result of stunts involving fire and deep waters. And burnout and sleep deprivation as a result of long hours on set. As far as mitigation, you should utilize airbags and wear custom body armor pads hidden underneath clothing to absorb high impact forces, as well as fire-resistant gel and no-mix suits to protect against fires. Only perform stunts under the oversight of dedicated stunt coordinators to minimize mistakes, as well as on-site medics to respond to immediate emergencies. Ensure the integrity of all safety equipment before performing stunts. Constant physical conditioning to build core skills, and mapping out a sleeping schedule to achieve proper rest. Now, that does it for our primary segment. I'm gonna go ahead and give the floor to my co-host for the Circle of Influence. What the business, YouTube? If you're new around here, the Circle of Influence is a small compilation of statistics and ideas that may influence a person into or away from pursuing a certain career or position. Now, starting things off, we have respect. Is this a career or position that brings me respect and dignity? Now, as a stunt double, you're taking all the heavy hits for lead actors, making sure production goes smooth and soundly. For that reason, the stunt double score is green. Moving on, we have growth. Is this a career or a position that presents me with the opportunity to grow from a $100,000 earning threshold? For this segment, the stunt double score is yellow, with sources online citing that the stunt double has the potential to make anywhere from $250,000 to $300,000 in a single year. Next, we have gore. Is this a career or a position that will have me dealing with an abundance of blood, violent action, grotesque imagery, or scenery? And for this segment, the stunt double scores yellow. As you are a stunt double, stunts are coordinated, yes. However, you still have to deal with things like high impact forces and stunts potentially going wrong, which is a day-to-day part of operations. Moving on, we have moral conflict. Is this a career or position that will have me compromise any of my foreseeable morals or make decisions that will weigh heavy on me later on? Don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal, don't kill. And for this segment, the stunt double scores green. Now, moving on to the statistical side of things, we have gender demographics, where men make up 95% of the industry and women make up about 5% of the entire industry. Next, we have ethnic demographics, where Caucasians account for 58% of the industry, Hispanics account for 21% of the industry, and African Americans account for 10% of the total industry. For our last standpoint, we have location demographics, which for this segment, for this career, stunt doubling can take you anywhere across the country. So instead, we have top paying production companies, starting off with Walt Disney, followed by Universal and Warner Brothers, and closing things out with Sony and Paramount Pictures. Now that does it for the Circle of Influence. I'm gonna go ahead and give the floor back to Florida. I'm back. Just to summarize the stunt double, the film and television industry is already tough enough as it is to break into. On top of that, as a stunt double, you have to find someone that almost perfectly fits your exact look and build, and vice versa, which, now that I'm thinking about it, is really threading the needle for red as far as opportunity goes. You are behind the scenes taking heavy hits for lead actors and most likely don't get as much shine as your counterparts. However, you're still working as hard as anyone else on set, and you can comfortably distance yourself from $100,000 with the earning potential of up to $300,000 in a single year. Now, with that being said, it does look like we have a full episode here today. The word of the day is gyrate. Self-help resources on the board. As always, I'll leave it down in the description. And again, if you want to see more of this content and better, make sure to comment, like, subscribe, send a hype, the whole business. And I'll see you guys on episode 71.